Hello, this is David Crossett. You're going to hear right now probably the most outstanding, outrageous story of HOA misconduct that is in Utah right now. You're going to see something that you're not going to believe. You're going to see something where money has been wasted, people have been mean. You're going to see where handicapped people are treated worse than comfort animals. In Carriage Crossing, if I was a comfort animal, I would be able to live peacefully inside my condo. And now I'm asking for the Carriage Crossing people to simply treat me at least as good as a comfort animal. My companion here is going to go ahead and read my introduction. Genevieve, go ahead and read the introduction, please.
This video includes publicly available real estate footage of Carriage Crossing Condominiums used under the Fair Use Doctrine for commentary, criticism, education, and public interest. No profits are being made. This is protected speech under U.S. copyright law, section 107. My name is David Crossett, also known as SirDavidTheBard. I'm nearly 80 years old. I've lived in this community for decades. I raised my children here. My in-laws lived with me here. My wife lived here. These rooms have been full of life, love, and family. But now those rooms are empty. Today, I'm a legally disabled man. I live with diabetes, bipolar disorder, partial amputation of my left foot, and severe balance issues. My doctor has prescribed 3 live-in aids so I can survive safely and with dignity. But for more than 2 years, the HOA board at Carriage Crossing has done everything in their power to stop me from getting the help I need. Instead of helping, they've chosen to spend tens of thousands of dollars of homeowner money to fight me in federal court. After years of delay and pressure, they've approved only 1 aid while still denying the other 2, violating the Fair Housing Act, the Americans with Disabilities Act, and basic human decency. There are no violations, no complaints, no disruption. I am simply asking to be allowed what federal law guarantees, to receive care inside my own home. That's it. This fight has cost the residents of Carriage Crossing dearly, emotionally, financially, and morally. It never needed to come to this. But now, the public deserves to know. If you would like to support me or hold the parties responsible accountable, please reach out to the people making these decisions. Douglas Shumway, attorney for the HOA board. Phone 801-521-6677. Email doug@shumwayvan.com. Address 8 East Broadway, Suite 400, Salt Lake City, UT 84111. HOA Strategies, Property Management Company. Email info@oastrategies.com. Phone 801-900-3899. Website .hostrategies.com. This isn't just my story. It's a warning to every homeowner, every disabled American, every family member who hopes to age in place. You can verify everything I've said in federal court records. Case No. 423CV0150RJSJCB. Chief Judge Robert J. Shelby, U.S. District Court, District of Utah. To contact me directly, email davidx44@yahoo.com. Backup email CockroachDisability@gmail.com. Phone 385-424-7204. Now here's the truth behind the beautiful footage. Let's begin. I'm here with you, Manoa. When you're ready to roll, you take it from here.
Okay, I've got a baby girl, I've got it, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up what's going on. You saw that this condominium that you're looking at is the inside of my condominium. I've lived here for almost 20 years with my wife. I've raised 2 adopted Filipino children. My wife and I have been married almost 20 years, and she is from the Philippines. Basically, I've gotten old here. I've grown old here. I've never had any kind of complaints against me, my wife, my children, etc. I've lived here in peace. However, I've gotten old, and I've got diabetes, and I've had partial amputation of my left foot. I have bipolar 1 disorder. I've had quad bypass surgery, and I'm simply trying to stay out of a damn nursing home. I have a choice of basically living in this condominium that you're looking at right now, or living in a nursing facility. I've asked the HOA to please allow me to have the ability to have 3 live-in aides. My doctor, Dr. Morrell, who's been my doctor for 15 years, and Dr. Morrison, who has been my podiatrist, have both certified in writing to this HOA association that I need 3 live-in aides. I've spent $17,000 of my own Social Security money. $17,000 of my own Social Security money in federal court. You have the case number that Jen gave you. Judge Shelby, the Chief Justice of the Salt Lake City Federal Court, is overseeing the case. And Douglas Shumway, the attorney who is representing HOA Strategies, seems to have some problems with the court system. I'm telling you right now, and the world, Douglas Shumway has a letter of reprimand from the Supreme Court of the state of Utah. He has lied to the court, and he has also presented false documents to the court, and he got caught with his panties down, and I think he's going to get caught a second time here with his panties down on this lawsuit. I've already won one case with the one aide being allowed. My doctor says I need 2 more aides, and Shumway and the board are being resistant, they're being obnoxious, they're trying to keep me from having the aides that I need. I had a medical emergency only on the 19th of November where I didn't have enough aides here, and my monitors went off for my diabetes. I'm half unable to find my way around the house. I'm blind, and I could not find my insulin, and I could not find my needles, and there was no one here to help me. I had to call the paramedics. So, you and me and our taxes that we pay on our houses and our facilities had to come over and help me get an insulin shot to basically save my life. I've fallen down 2 or 3 times in diabetic comas, and thank God there was somebody here at that time. But I need 3 full-time aides. And why they're being mean to me, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. There's a big sign out front of our condominium that says, "No dogs, no dogs." That's been there ever since the inception of Carriage Crossing. No dogs. But they had to finally bend and allow comfort animals here. There's comfort animals all around me that are allowed here. They have more rights than a human being does. I wish I was a comfort animal. I'd be able to go ahead and live here. I'd be able to have association and people taking care of me. I'm not treated even equally to an animal. Douglas Shumway has been an attorney who graduated from Brigham Young University. I also graduated from Brigham Young University, and I did not graduate in law school. He graduated in law school, and I have told him on a couple of occasions that the way he is conducting this case, he's causing the homeowners of all Carriage Crossing to pay for this lawsuit, which should have never been instituted. I simply ask for a reasonable accommodation to have live-in aides to keep me out of a nursing home. And basically, we just received, I'm now paying over $400 per month condominium fees. I'm paying $401 or $10 brand new assessments for all of the residents here in Carriage Crossing. Our fees went up because the board of directors, HOA Strategies, which is the management company, and Douglas Shumway thinks it's a good way to spend the dues that are paid here by all of the residents. They're milking the place dry. I believe that they're being irresponsible. They have a fiduciary responsibility to look at the law and obey the law. And FHA clearly indicates that the condominium has an obligation under the law to provide benefits for people to have reasonable accommodations. And that's all that's going on. I now am paying, and all the other 170 so residents are paying new condo fees because HOA Strategies is getting rich, Douglas Shumway is getting rich, and the board of directors don't seem to be caring about anything fiduciary responsibility. They'll plant flowers, they make the pool beautiful, the jacuzzi beautiful, the grounds beautiful, but they seem to have no common sense fiduciary. I think they're being bamboozled by Shumway. I think they're being taken advantage of by HOA Strategies. So, I'm almost 80 years old. I live here with my wife, and I've raised my family here, my children here. I've had my in-laws living here. There's absolutely been no problem whatsoever. I've never had any complaints against me, against my families. I have obeyed all the rules, the regulations. I simply committed the crime of getting old. I just am guilty of getting old. I have never been arrested as a minor or as an adult. I never drink, I don't smoke, I pay my taxes. I am a reasonable human being, just wanting to use the spare bedrooms in my home for aides to keep me out of a nursing home. I don't want to go to a nursing home. I've spent $17,000 over the last 2 years fighting Shumway and HOA Strategies and the board of directors here at the condominium complex simply to have aides to keep me out of the hospital. I've nearly died because I didn't have enough aides. I have motions right now before the federal court. Judge Shelby has been very, very fair. He's been very, very attentive. He's been very legally neutral. He seems to understand that the HOA is bullying me and causing me to basically lose my independence and forcing me into a nursing home. The HOA has been so mean that they have developed new CC&Rs, which they're trying to register at the Davis County Clerk's Office with a 67% vote here of the homeowners. And they're basically trying again to protect themselves. They have put an amendment into the new CC&R rules concerning me. You might as well put my name on it. It might well say, David Crossett caused this amendment. No room rentals. No room rentals. And basically, if their CC&Rs originally said that, why are they saying it again now after this lawsuit? So, if you're willing to help me, great. If you're willing to call Shumway, basically email him, email HOA Strategy, said, you know what, we've seen this video on the Carriage Crossing, and Mr. Crossett has been very straightforward and saying, you're ripping off all of the homeowners. You're ripping off every one of the homeowners. And if you're willing to support me, if you're willing to help me, great. If you're not, that's okay too. But what you're seeing here is the inside of my condo. This is not my exact condo, but it's the exact room. It's the same layout as the condo. This is where I've lived, I've earned, I've been a counselor for 80 years. I have 2 master's degrees in teaching human services. I also have a big degree from Brigham Young University in 1972. So if you're willing to help me, if you're willing to tell this HOA, this is not fair. You're not treating this man fair. Go ahead and give them a call, give them an email. You're seeing basically the situation, the true part of the situation. This is what's going on in Carriage Crossing today. So thank you for looking at the video. Share it. I'm going to try to send the video to every one of the homeowners here in Carriage Crossing, but I don't think I have to pay $400 a month in extra dues because the fiduciary responsibility of the board is absolutely ridiculous. That basically absolutely ridiculous. So thank you very much.